Brews, the show where I drink and evaluate the wonderful nectar of the gods that is beer. On this week's episode, we have a beer from across the pond in the UK, a holiday-themed beer. This is called Reindeer Droppings, an English amber ale from the Ridgeway Brewing Company in Oxfordshire in the UK. This beer weighs in at 6% alcohol by volume. Since this is an English amber ale, I'm going to assume it's just kind of a light flavor. Maybe it's got some stuff in it, but honestly, I didn't bother reading the label here. It looked cool, so I decided to give it a shot. Before we put this under the microscope, though, we have a special scoring system we use on this show. Let's go over how that works real quick.
Scoring for Bryno's Brews is based loosely on the scoring system used by the Beer Judge Certification Program. In our system, a beer can earn a maximum of 10 points. 1 point can be awarded for appearance, 2 points for aroma, 4 points for flavor, 1 point for mouthfeel, and 2 points can be awarded for a beer's overall impression. And finally, partial points can be awarded in any category.
So that's how scoring works, so let's crack this open and see what reindeer droppings taste like. Hopefully it doesn't taste like real reindeer droppings. Alright. So, not a whole lot of carbonation escape from there, but let's see what happens. First, we've got 1 point for the appearance, so let's pour this into the glass and see how awesome it looks. Familiar glug. Let's see. Okay. Let's hold it up here. Good amount of head. Very respectable amount of head. It's not totally clear. It's still it's a little bit foggy. Only the slightest bit foggy. A little bit hazy. Head still looks pretty good. The only tiny knock I can give on this beer is that it's not the clearest beer in the world. I expect an amber ale to be a little bit more clear, but it's not so cloudy that it's disgusting. It makes me wonder if that's just the various ingredients in there, if it's going to give it a good flavor. So I'm going to take a tiny amount of points away from it, but not too much. I'm feeling kind of generous, so for appearance at a 1 possible point, I'm going to give this 0.8 points. So nice start for reindeer droppings. So now we go on to 2 points for aroma. I can already smell some goodness coming from the beer from here. So let's give it a good, honest smell and measure up reindeer droppings. Hopefully they don't smell as bad as they sound. Ooh, wow. Kind of like that smell. Smells nice, smells clean. I can't put my finger on what it is I'm smelling. I get that a lot from some of these beers here, but it doesn't smell like what a regular, what you would expect one of these so-called amber beers or clear beers to smell like. I can't put my finger on what it is I'm smelling. If I had to call it something, it would be kind of sweet and weedy at the same time. It smells really good though. I smell nothing wrong with it at all. In fact, it's very, very pleasant and very tasty. It smells so good I can taste it. So for aroma, out of 2 points, I give it the full 2. Good start so far. Alright, now here comes the big one. 4 points for flavor. If it tastes as good as it smells, this could be a high scoring beer. So here we are, 4 points for flavor. Let's see how good reindeer droppings taste. Ooh. Wow. Brings a smile to my face. Pretty good. It's got the tiniest hint of sweetness to it. It's sweet and malty, like a nice, good, light wheat ale, but it's got a nice citrusy finish to it. I like that a lot. This is not the kind of beer that you would think of as a winter beer. I mean, obviously, like you would think, like stouts, porters would be the perfect things, and maybe brown ales to have during the winter months. But I wouldn't necessarily call this a summer beer either, because it's got a little more maybe not body. It's got a little bit more, heft to it, I would say. Maybe there's something in the malt, or maybe it's another spice or something that I'm getting here that gives it a flavor that you can really enjoy during the winter. But I like it. Nothing wrong with the taste of it at all. It's just very, very good. So good, in fact, that you know what? I'm going to give this the full 4 points for flavor. It's got something it's very, very nice. It's the tiniest bit sweet, not too sweet. I'm not getting a lot of bitterness out of it, though. Which, I mean, if it's a bitter's not going to be very hoppy. It's got to be matched up with other stuff. And this stuff is perfect. 4 out of 4 points for flavor. Reindeer Droppings is off to an excellent start, and it's going strong. All right. 1 point for mouthfeel, for carbonation, and the body. Here we go. 1 point. Nearing the home stretch. Carbonation is extremely mild, yet I think given the flavor of the beer, I think that's very, very appropriate. I mean, yeah, with like but beers with a very light flavor, you kind of want a lot of carbonation to sort of offset the light flavor. But this has got some good flavors to it, and the small amount of carbonation allows the flavors to come through. It's not flat that it ruins anything. It's got just the right amount. And the body's just right too. I feel very, very comfortable giving this the 1 full point for the mouthfeel. Very, very strong beer so far. Very high performing beer. And now my overall impression. Honestly, I don't want to say I'm regretting giving this beer 0.8 points. 0.8 points for the appearance. You know what? I'm going back on my word. I'm changing the score for appearance. Let me look at it one more time. Yeah, it's clearer now. Maybe I was just seeing things. Maybe I was just holding it too low. Actually, yep. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I held the beer down too low. When I held it up against the light, I could see everything perfectly. So I'm going back on my word. I'm changing the appearance score from 0.8 points to 1 full point. And no, I'm not doing that because I want to give it a perfect 10, because I think it deserves that score. And this beer, it's perfect in every single way. Again, it looks good, it smells good, tastes good, feels good. This is the perfect beer to have if you want a nice change of pace from the normal malt-heavy beers that you see this time of year. Lighter than a stout, porter, brown ale, but something that's got a lot of flavor and character to it. This is the kind of beer you want. Yes, it's $5 on the shelf, but it's worth every penny. Overall impression, 2 out of 2. And once again, I don't even need to tally up the scores here, because based on my point change earlier on, and based on how great this beer is, for the second time ever on the show, we have a perfect 10. Reindeer Droppings gets 10 points out of 10. Very well deserved, very good score. It deserves the full 10 points. This is a beer you want to go out of your way to get again. Reindeer Droppings from Ridgeway Brewing in Oxfordshire in the United Kingdom. I saw this at the Dorothy Lane Market, but you can probably find it at any major craft beer store anywhere. Well, that will do it for this edition of Bryno's Brews here on Bryno's World. I want to thank all of you for watching. And if you've got any ideas for any beers that I should try on this show, please leave a comment down below. Once again, thanks for watching, and have a good one. And as with all Perfect 10 beers, a celebratory gulp. Once again, the final gulp is the best gulp.